Alrighty, BRT, welcome to Saturday's video, and I'm late putting it up. I apologize. Why? Because I'm in the US making this video, and I'm not going to be back up into Canada until sometime, well, today, the day you're watching it. So as soon as I get across the border and someplace where I can upload, quick enough, I will do it. I'll have the video ready to go and upload, but unfortunately you guys are only going to get it later today. But mind you, you're watching it, so you've got it. So there you go. But that explains why it's up late. That's why I'm inserting this. So, all right, let's talk something. What do we want to talk about? Well, Molly, do you have any ideas? You got an itch. That's what you got. All right, well, we don't want to watch you clean yourself either. Okay, so let's talk about the lease purchase and your long and short term goals. I'm hearing a lot of people on the Facebook page and whatnot, new drivers, saying they want to do this and they want to be an owner operator. They want to do this. Okay, so first off, before anyone becomes an owner operator or gets into a lease purchase, this works for both. Don't do it. Okay, if you are brand new to this industry, you don't have enough experience. I've done a video on this before, so we're not going to get into this very much. Other than the fact you guys have no experience about this business, therefore don't do it to yourself. You are going to regret it big time. I'm not saying don't become an owner operator or don't get into a lease purchase, just don't do it right away. The thing you should be concentrating on doing is becoming a company driver and learning this business. This is my opinion only, and I know a lot of people will agree with me, some don't, but I think you should be at least in this business 3 to 5 years before making that decision. That way, you will pretty much have a really good grasp at how things go out here and what to expect. If you're just coming straight out of school and you jump in, there's a few companies out there, and I will not mention their names. You guys know who I'm talking about. But there are a few companies out there that will hire brand new drivers out of school and push them into a lease purchase. This is a huge, huge mistake. So, but we're not going to get into that. So what I want to talk about is your goals. So let's say you've got the experience. There's guys that want to get into lease purchase. So I'm going to talk about what my goals were, or what I have in mind and in my plan is. And I'm seeing it already with Celadon's program and with some of the drivers that I work with. And not to knock these guys or anything, they're good guys and they have good intentions, but they're barely in the truck and they are spending a shitload of money on stuff that you really, really, really shouldn't. Now, again, I'm going to give you my opinions. Molly might have something to say, I'm not sure, but probably not. She's more interested in sleeping. So I'm going to give you my opinions and what my thoughts are and what my plan is. I'm not going to get into great detail on it. We will in future, once I have enough settlements in, we will do a settlement average, and I'm just going to, and it'll be the only time I do it where I'm going to show you guys what I'm making so that you know that I'm not bullshitting you. I just got my first settlement and it was really good, but again, it was only the first one, so we've got to do it over a period of time and look at the average and the consistency and blah 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 blah. We'll get into that in another video, but anyway, okay, so let's talk about the whole goals. Okay, so why would one get into a lease purchase program? Because we all know in a lease purchase program you end up paying more for the truck than you do if you go out and finance it privately. Well, one of the reasons is you may not be able to get the financing. Number two is, in this particular program, it's a no money down program. So you can get into the truck and become an owner operator, if you will, or a lease purchase owner operator, as I like to call it, because there's a difference between the two, and get going right away and learn what it's like to be an owner operator without putting any money out of your own pocket. And yes, you will pay a little bit more, but it can have its advantages, okay? Number one, you got to remember with the lease purchase, there's interest, just like there is if you go finance by yourself. So the company's in this to make money. There's a few people that make comments, oh, you know, you're getting ripped off. The company's only in it to make money. Well, of course they're in it to make money. What the frick do you think? You think they're going to do this out of the goodness of their heart? Hell no. They're doing it to make money, and at the same token, they're helping drivers, okay, to get a start. So, and again, not all the, I'm going to say this 1,000 frickin' times, you guys are going to get sick of it. Not all these purchase programs are created equal. Okay, so let's talk about this one specific. Why did I get into this one? As I said before, A, it's by the mile, the lease payment. B, it's by the mile, lease payment. C, it's a brand new truck. Okay, so I had one comment, and this is go again. A guy was saying to me, well, you know, because I told him how many miles I did for the week. And he said, do you realize you're paying $900? We're just going to round it off. We're not going to get into specifics. $900 for the week for a truck payment? That's absolutely ridiculous. Well, guess what? Okay, yes, I paid $900 for the week for the truck payment. However, and then I could do that for 4 weeks straight. Okay, that's $3,600 a month. Oh my God, what the hell am I doing? Pay $3,600 a month for a truck. You're only getting it private financing. You're paying $2,500 a month through your private financing. I'm getting ripped off. Oh, wait a second. If you break down and you're down for a week, you still have a $2,500 payment. Guess what? I don't have any payment. Because if I break down, go on vacation, or whatever, get sick, and the truck does not move, I don't have to make a payment. Why? Because the lease payment is by the mile. And it's by what I get paid. So whatever's on my settlement sheet, whatever they're paying me, if they're paying me for 3,000 miles, my lease payment is based on 3,000 miles. Okay? So, but here's the thing. The term is for 360,000 miles. So I'm not like I'm paying extra. I'm not overpaying. It's all based on my term. 360,000 miles at 25 cents a mile till I get to 360,000 miles. However long that takes me. You guys that are paying fixed payments per month, whether that truck rolls or doesn't roll, you still have to pay that payment. Just keep that in mind, okay? So I'm hoping I'm explaining that as clearly as I possibly can. Because apparently there was a few of you that just didn't seem to get that. And were trying to give me shit because I'm paying such a high payment, but it's really not that high of a payment. So, but anyway, whatever. Okay, so goals. This is a lease truck. It's the same as when you lease a car. After when your lease period's up, you hand it back in, you move on to the next one. Or you have the option of buying the lease out. Some guys have this notion that they want to buy the lease out. Why? Why would you want to do that? You run your lease out to the end of the term. By that point, your warranty's up anyways, drivetrain warranty. I mean, the cab warranty's only a year. The drivetrain's for 3 years. So hopefully in 3 years I'll be done. It could take 3.5. Either way, warranty's up. It's time to get rid of the truck. You know that? And get into a brand new one. And you should keep do another lease payment program like that. If they do the exact same thing, it works out fine. Because they've been doing this in the US, Celadon, for a number of years now this way. And now Canada's doing it. So I'm going to assume they'll just keep doing that. If it works out. And so far it is. But that's my goal. So with that goal of, at the end of the lease, turning the truck in, why would I want to sink a lot of money into the truck? All I want to do is maintain it, and maintain it properly. And that's it. I'm not going to be putting a whole lot of extras into the truck. Plain and simple. But you got these guys going out there, they're buying all kinds of chrome accessories. They're getting fancy lettering done. They're buying... Now, okay, I can understand in a way if you plan on keeping the truck, blah, blah, blah. They're getting the air taps. That's something I'm going to look at, but I may not get them. I was thinking of getting the hood mirrors, as I mentioned before, I believe. However, that's an additional expense. Once they're on the truck, they can't come off the truck. And according to Kenworth, it does change the fuel mileage. Now I had to look at first I thought, well, that's kind of ridiculous, blah, blah, blah. But then I looked at it. Celadon ordered all these trucks with no hood mirrors. The company trucks included, not just the lease ones, the company ones. But yet all the internationals, they ordered them with the hood mirrors. So there must have been enough of a difference that made them say, we're not getting the hood mirrors on the trucks. So it makes me think, maybe I shouldn't either. So I'm going to see now if I can get used to it. If I can get used to not driving without these hood mirrors, I'm not going to put them on. Why? Because they're expensive. Number one, it's $150 a mirror. Anything Kenworth's going to be expensive. And they want $350 frickin' to install them. So, nah, not going to happen. At least not right away. Got to make some money first. So, my long-term goal is to run the lease out, put as little amount of money into the truck as I can, make the maximum amount of profit that I can, get the best fuel mileage I can so I can make the maximum amount of profit, and then turn the truck in and get another one. With putting, like I said, just doing the maintenance. That's it. No extras. None whatsoever. But yet I'm seeing guys out here, and I'm really babbling on, so I don't even know if I'm making sense. But anyway, hopefully I am. You guys need to come up with a business plan. What is it you want to do? If you're going to get into a lease purchase, you have to have a plan. You have to have your long-term goal. Don't look at it like, ooh, I'm going to get a bigger paycheck. Doesn't work that way, okay? Remember, you're responsible for the taxes, number one. Don't think, oh, I can claim everything, so I'm not going to have any taxes, because that won't happen either, okay? You will have taxes, one way or the other. So make sure you put money aside for that. Yes, all of a sudden you're going to get that first check, and after they take off all the expenses, you're going to, woo! Your eyeballs are going to go like this. Go, oh my God, look at that frickin' paycheck. It's not all yours. Put some of it aside. Set yourself up on a salary, if you will. You know, come up with a base rate per mile. If you're paid, you know, you're paying your payments, blah, 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 by the mile. You see, okay, I did 3,000 miles, then multiply it by 35 cents, 40 cents, whatever you would make as a company driver, and pay yourself that. And then let's say you do it at 40 cents a mile, which is what I'm thinking of doing for myself. Okay? It's 1 cent, 1.5 cents less than what I was making as a company driver, but it's a round number, makes it easier to calculate. So I pay 40 cents a mile. That's $1,200 for the week at 3,000 miles. Then take off 25% minimum off of that. And that's what you left with for yourself. Okay? And that 25% goes into a completely separate account for your taxes. And that way you'll have that money there. Now you'll get your settlement check. Let's just say it's $2,000. You'll pay yourself $1,200. So you can take $1,200 out of that. Take 25% off that $1,200 and put that 25% separate. Take the $800 that's left over and put it in a separate account also to go back into the truck should you have a breakdown that you can't get to your escrow account for whatever reason, or for when you're doing oil changes, etc. Build yourself up a separate maintenance account on top of your maintenance account just to cover your ass, okay? Plain and simple. And for whatever else, come the end of the year, taxes, whatever, just do it. I'm telling you right now, if you all of a sudden take your paycheck and go, it's all mine, and you go spending it, which is what a lot of guys do, you're going to end up in a world of hurt come the end of the year. So, I've rambled on enough. I hope it's cleared up a few things, because I tried to just get around some of these questions that people have been asking in comments and just fit it into this video into some kind of a flow. And there you go. So yeah, next week hopefully we're going to start getting to some other stuff that it's going to be directly into the lease and what I'm making with the miles I'm doing, blah blah blah, things like that, what I'm doing to save fuel, etc etc. Did I show you guys? I got my wraparound. Look at that. Woo! I got a towel for there, and here's the towel that's going to go on that window after I take her out, but I got to put her out first. But I got the 4 clips. Puts my towel. It's cheap. Cost me $12 to do this wraparound. You can buy those aftermarket wraparound curtains in the truck stop for 40 bucks. You can go to the dealer and pay 1,500 bucks, or you could go to Walmart, pay $12 for a bunch of towels and some clips, and you're done. There you go. Right? Right. Okay, guys. This video has gone on for like 15 bloody freaking minutes, and I don't even know if I made any sense in it. Hope I did. Hope you understood. Check out, and guys are asking about outside tour of the truck. It's already been done, guys. Go back in my videos. It's not that old. It wasn't that long ago. The outside tour is done. So there's no need to do an additional video of the exact same thing that I've already done. Hey, rain was falling out. I had to push it back in. Okay, so it's almost dinner time for me. And we're done for the video. And we're done for the video. Okay, till Wednesday. Say goodbye. You're not saying goodbye. Why aren't you saying goodbye? Say goodbye. Oh, you winked at them, but you're not saying goodbye? Okay, don't say goodbye. Goodbye.